Now, according to this minister, Africa is crawling instead of running. So as a result of that, he is urging all his parliament colleagues to learn the footsteps of Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso. Now, I saw this headline says that Namibia's members of parliament discussing the great work and bravery of Burkina Faso's most loved leader in Africa, Captain Ibrahim Traore. Now, people have started talking about him in the parliament. All they are saying is that they have this, if not the same resources, they have these kind of resources that Burkina Faso has. So they don't understand why in 4 years, Burkina Faso has managed to build factories, build roads, a lot of houses, but other African countries are nowhere near that. All because they are being colonized. Now, if you watch this video, one thing that I understood is that he is urging the parliament and the finance minister to open his doors so that they will be able to learn from President Ibrahim Traore, because he believes that they are still under their slave masters. So they need this kind of boldness, they need this braveness to stand on their feet so that they can also vouch for their country. Now, if you check, Ibrahim Traore is building factories, he's building houses. Now, according to one statement he made, Ibrahim Traore or Burkina Faso, they used to sell uranium for 1 billion a year. Now they are making 85 billion a year. France was buying the uranium for 1 billion a year. Now they are selling it for 85 billion a year.
Accept this thing going forward. Lastly, you see, Traore has become a hero to Professor. I and him will drink coffee about Traore. But he's doing two good things. That he becomes an international icon. A young guy, younger than many of us. Traore has changed the price of uranium. France was buying uranium from Burkina Faso for $1 billion every year. He stopped the French to buy his uranium. Today, Burkina Faso is making 85 billion from the same resource. We are selling uranium here. We have no nuclear power. We are just talking, everything is nuclear. We are just selling. Whether the Chinese are paying us the best price or not, we don't know. We are also afraid. What if they walk out of this deal? But Traore, a young man, a soldier, has changed his country. That's why Traore is now building up factories, processing plants of agro-processing, because he has resources. We have these resources. When we say some of these things must not be said in the open, but let's drink coffee and talk about the future of our country, we don't listen to one another. So, Foreign Minister, may your door be open for further engagement, deeper engagement in the national interest of our country, so that we start running, because we are crawling. We must start running. And this country has an opportunity to penetrate Africa, to penetrate the world, but we must run and we must talk to one another so that we get the country going. Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, as you can see, all the African countries, they have started learning or following Ibrahim Traore's footsteps. As you already know, Ibrahim Traore bought all gold royalties and lances from previous owners and have started selling the golds and refining it by the country's tools and equipment. Now, this is what Mali is doing. If a foreigner wants to mine in their country, the shares will be 50-50. So let's just say you are from France, you are from Russia, you are from America, you are from China. If you want to mine, or if you want to mine our resources, if you want to mine gold in Mali, you have to split the profit 50-50. Whether you are using your materials, they don't care whatever you are doing, you have to split it 50-50. You know, before they used to do it like 10%, 5%, 15%. Now they are saying that no, we are going to do it 50-50. Now there's one thing that Ibrahim Traore is doing. Now he is employing his youth, the people of Burkina Faso, training, sending some of the members to China and Russia, training them how to mine the gold, so that maybe in the next 20 years they will start mining the gold by themselves. Even doing the roads, one thing that he has also done is he has bought all the equipment that he will need to build the roads from other countries, and he is doing the road by the people of Burkina Faso. He's using his own people to build the country.
The coming of Traore, they are planning to pave 5,000 kilometers per year. This is insane. This is unbelievable.
How are they achieving that?
Yeah, they bought all the equipment because the government doesn't want anymore to let any company be in charge of this. So they bought all the equipment to do it by itself. The government is in charge of building all those roads that you can see.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. As you guys, maybe some of you saw the equipment coming from Ghana.
Okay.
People made a lot of videos about it. So the equipment are here. The government is taking care of constructing or building the roads, because sometimes they give it to private companies and they take forever to finish some roads. So the government is now taking care of building the roads with their own equipment and everything.
Now let's talk about Ghana. Ghana is doing something similar to what Ibrahim Traore and Mali is doing, but through a different scheme. Let me tell you a backstory. Before, there was this company called PMMC who has licenses to buy, sell, and also give licenses to other sub-buyers. Now, President Mahama has changed it, introducing gold board. Therefore, all people who previously owned the licenses need to reapply, but this time through the gold board scheme. You have to sell the gold to only Ghana. So let's just say if you are mining in the country, whether you are a foreigner or whether you are a local miner or you are just a small scale miner, after mining and getting the gold, you have to sell it through Ghana Gold Board, and you cannot sell it through any other means apart from Ghana Gold Board. So what happened was, they sent the ideas to the parliament, and the parliament agreed to this new policy. They signed, and then I think 29th of March, President Mahama approved it.
And of course, the last thing I want to say before I inflict my speech on you is the issue of leveraging our comparative advantages. The time has come for Africa to unashamedly take advantage of the natural resource endowment that God has given us. In the colonial era, we had colonial masters, we had no say, and so they mined the gold, they took it away, they developed the palm plantations, took the palm oil away, they took the diamonds away, took everything away. And when we gained independence, Nkrumah warned us and said colonialism might have been defeated, but we're entering the era of neo-colonialism. They don't need to bring a governor to sit here, but they still would, from wherever the colonial headquarters are, control your resources and be able to still derive the benefits as if they had colonized you. And that exactly is happening. Post-colonialism, we didn't have technology, we didn't have capital, we didn't have the human resource. And so foreign companies come and take huge concessions and they sign it off for a pittance. And they run those, concessions to the benefit of the colonial metropolis. Today, I think that in Africa, we've developed a core of human resource that is capable of also taking advantage of some of these resources. We've developed the technology, we have the technology to be able to do whatever any of these big conglomerates are doing. And the capital is available in the world to mobilize, to be able to do the same things. And that is why recently we had a little issue which we have resolved with one of our mining companies whose lease had expired after 30 years. And it was our desire to take it over and use Ghanaian expertise to be able to also exploit that resource and let the benefits remain in our country.
When President Mahama approved it, if you go to France News, they were talking about it. If you go to Fox, CNN, Al Jazeera, they were all talking about this. This news became popular.
In Africa, here on France 24, I'm Clarisse Fortuné, our top stories. Ghana orders foreign traders to leave its gold trading market by May 1st, clearing the way for a new government-controlled monopoly. One of the world's largest gold mining firm is also denied its license renewal. France expelled.
But wait, when did the law came to live? 29th March, Parliament approved the Ghana Gold Board and Mahama signed the newly birthed Gold Board on 2nd April. Now on 8th April, After Mahama approved it on the 2nd April, USA issued a statement claiming that Ghana is not a safe place to travel to. After 6 days of the approval, USA issued new travel advisory for Ghana. Are you not surprised? Ghana is not a safe place to travel to. And bear in mind, there is no ongoing wars in Ghana. Before you forget, it has always been the same. Nothing has changed.
Tell you about the safety in Ghana. So ever since I've been, people are like, is it safe out there though? How comes you're on your own? Ghana is one of the safest places I've been to. People wasn't asking me for things. If anything, they was looking out for me. For instance, if I had my phone or money hanging out my pocket, they'll be like, oh, be careful. But when I'm playing football, I'm leaving my stuff, my cameras, my phone on the side. Like near where I'm playing football, there's passers-by, and after I've played, my stuff's still there, not going nowhere. In London, you're advised to not even walk around with your phone in your hand, like being on your phone because of the snatchers. Everyone was friendly. When I was getting stopped by locals, it was to talk to me and just find out maybe where I'm from. So as for why people say Ghana's unsafe, they obviously haven't been. I don't know what they're talking about. 100% safer than London. Here, you've got to be looking over your shoulder. In Ghana, everyone's minding their own business, getting on with their life, living peaceful. So recently I heard Trump put Ghana on like the red zone for traveling. I've been to the States, been to Ghana, and I feel safer in Ghana than I do in the States, 100%. I'm even trying to think what I could advise you to be careful of when in Ghana, but there isn't nothing. Like, not one thing happened where I'm like, oh, that was a bit dodgy. So if you're planning on going Ghana, book that flight. It's safe to go alone, it's safe to go with people, it's safe to go if you're not from there, get on that plane. The amount of times I sat down with strangers and had conversations, they would invite me to come and eat with their family. Yeah, don't be listening to the news. Ghana will welcome you.
And this is what the West don't want to hear. After they know that Mahama and other African countries are following Ibrahim Traore's footsteps. So this is why Ghana is trending, why everyone is talking about Ghana, why everyone is talking about USA. So I don't know what is going to happen to this 30th December or this December, because we know that every December people from the USA travel to Ghana. But if you check the internet, all what the people from the USA are saying is that they are not going to buy into this ideology. They will still come to Ghana, have their fun, and go as they have always done it. The name has always been R6. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to follow for more content like this. Peace, and I'm signing out.